All right, so this is the first video I've shot in a long time. I'm testing a new setup, a new house. I am going to be experimenting with a variety of different types of videos, different types of setups. I'm going to work on essentially developing my brand. I'm thinking about also just recording video, just to record video like this, just to kind of get used to the flow of speaking to the camera like this. And it's been a while, and to make this part of my process. That's the goal. I've tried to make this a regular thing in the past and have had a video I've done here or there, a couple videos with my business partner, but never managed to make it consistent. And that's something I want to change this year, because I'm at a point in my career where I feel one of the biggest things actually holding me back right now is I haven't done a great job branding myself. And I've found potentially what might have created issues before in how I approached this was I'm not sure if I had really developed that genuine love for the idea of branding yet, or really even spent enough time learning about it. Still have lots to learn. That's going to be a big part of my videos, is actually creating videos for the purpose of learning as well, in digital marketing. And the role I've had in digital marketing, there's so many different things I'm covering, so many different hats I'm wearing, so many different types of tasks and challenges that come in any campaign. It's tough to narrow in on a topic I want to talk about, and that's part of the challenge in this. So I'm just trying something different. I don't know if I'll ever post this, maybe to my personal YouTube, but this is a start, and it feels good. It feels different this time. I feel like I have more of a sense of purpose. I'm working on my content calendar, and excuse the stutters or whatnot in this. I'm really, for these videos, I'm really gonna, if I'm gonna actually do some uploads of these, I'm actually really gonna be focused on keeping it pretty raw and real, because I think it's important. I think it's important for my personal development to challenge myself, to put myself out there more. It's tough. I can see, looking at the camera screen, how shiny my forehead's looking right now, and it's bothering me, but I'm gonna push past that. Personal branding, regular videos, that is the name of the game for this year, in addition to my other things. I guess maybe to provide a little background here. My career is in digital marketing, and at the moment I am splitting my time essentially between my day job, which is working for a really, really excellent agency here in St. Petersburg, working with a business partner of mine on a side project, I guess. Well, not a side project, it's really more than that. We partnered up with each other to create our own agency. It's mainly the two of us. We have people that we brought on to do different things for our projects, but I partnered with him because he's much more of a sales oriented person. That's just never been a strong suit of mine. I don't know, I just don't have the desire to do the things that really, make you better in sales. Funny enough, though, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking, part of this whole push internally to want to do more, personal branding is honestly, at the core of it, it's a sales tactic. I want to do what I can to make myself more appealing, to take that next step in my career. And actually, it's funny, as I'm talking through this, it really does make me think about the potential of doing even more videos like this. Maybe just a video blog, essentially. Just talk through some thoughts. It honestly could be easier to get in the flow of creating more regular videos by doing this, because I have a tendency to really want to almost overthink the topic that I want to cover in a digital marketing video. But in that that aspect, it's one of those things that actually kills the process of getting those things done, or just doing it regularly. And I want to try to avoid that. I want to challenge myself more this year. But either way, swinging back to what I was saying, split my time between agency, basically a day job, and working with my business partner on our agency, and we've managed to keep that going pretty well. It's a really, really great source of side income, which has been really, really important. Definitely over this last year, I am fortunate to be in digital marketing. Very, very fortunate with everything that's happened in 2020 and is happening right now. Was able to maintain my job, and I lost several clients that were working with me specifically, and with me and my business partner. But we still managed to actually bring on new clients, and still actually grow our book of business overall in 2020. I think that's a really big deal. It was a challenging year. I'm a married man, and my wife and I actually also bought our first home last year, and that was also another serious blessing to really be able to do that in 2020. Fortunately, we had made the moves we needed to make in 2019 with the goal of saving up to buy our first home, and so we had the savings in place to do it, even with everything happening as it did, with the pandemic. And that was pretty amazing to be able to do that, to be in a home that we own, and to feel that security was amazing, because we went back and forth on our timing on that for a long time, and it just ended up working out really well. Where's I going with this? Oh yeah, just kind of essentially all this is still a summary of what is leading me to this point of wanting to challenge myself to do more videos. But yeah, so we're in our first home now. My wife's also in her first year of law school, so that's obviously a challenging time for her. And if anyone out there actually ever watches this video and happens to be a spouse or a partner of someone that if their loved one is going through law school, they'll know that feeling that comes, that extra challenge. You have to pick up some more responsibilities, just given the immense workload that is put on a law school student, especially in that first year. It's intense. I will admittedly say here that I pride myself on my work ethic, and it blew me away repeatedly in her first semester how much time she had to put in and how much she had to push herself to succeed in this environment. It's been wild. But yeah, so she's doing that now, and we are essentially a one-income household, and so I'm just looking. I'm just in that place in my life where I'm trying to push myself as hard as I can, in a way that's sustainable, in a way that I can continue to grow. If anyone watches this, that's hopefully is also in that digital marketing sphere, because my other videos will pretty much all be focused on that, but they'll be helpful if you're not even in digital marketing, I hope, because I'll be going over some just ideas and things like that and breaking down potential strategies, and it's gonna be interesting. So this will be interesting because I start going on tangents like this all the time, so I'm really gonna have to work on what if I need an agenda or something, even for these or maybe some bullet points to at least follow for some videos like this. But you know what, I'm putting it all out there in this first one. So challenge myself, do more personal branding. I've been working in digital marketing for 10 years in total. Technically, it'll be 10 years in November of this year, but pretty much a decade. So I've been in this industry a long time. I've stayed in it. I know that this is the career, or at least the skill set that I want to continue to develop as my primary skill set. And it's funny, I'm putting it that way for the first time right now, because I am curious as things progress, especially over these next 10 years, if I don't inevitably move beyond just trying to do marketing campaigns for clients. I had a friend actually told me something that has definitely stuck with me, which is I might not find that level of happiness or success that I'm aiming at until I actually take these skills that I've developed and actually apply it to my own thing. And I guess in a way, those words have helped or have stuck with me, and it's another reason why I'm really trying to make a push in this area this year, and really trying to brand myself, because it's a way I can start doing that, putting my skills to use more for me instead of just only for my clients. I think, again, if anyone out there is in digital marketing, has their own agency or anything like that, I'm sure they'll resonate at least with the saying that when you're in digital marketing, you put all this energy into doing these strategies and these campaigns for your clients, and then it's just so hard to, especially if you're handling all of, depending on the size of your team or whatnot, if you're handling a lot of that aspect of the execution for your clients, it is just tough to find that energy at the end of the day or whenever on the weekends to do something for yourself, your own agency. I'll tell you that it's an area where the agency I work during the day, great well-known agency, and I'm not going to say the name now, just not sure how to feel that portion out, especially with me also talking about some of my side clients and other projects in these videos. So I'm not going to say the name of that agency right now, but it's a well-known agency in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is where I live. And it's also the case there that And we often end up, you know, you have to prioritize the client work first, and actually putting in some time and you know, real thoughtful effort towards promoting the agency, you know, often gets pushed, you know. It's tough. It's tough. So all that to say, again, big goal, doing videos. I think these types of videos are going to be helping me, because I can tell, you know, even just with how all over the place I am, there's a lot I want to talk about. And I think that's kind of, you know, part of what this is going to do, you know, in helping me. And even if, you know, this is never viewed by anyone else, it's going to be cathartic for me, and helpful for me to do even more videos just like this, where I can just turn on the camera and start talking. So yeah, so I am, you know, 2021, I want to make it a big challenge year. I want to try to continue to grow my agency with my business partner that we're essentially working on the side. He also has a full-time job as well. So it's definitely been, you know, we've had our challenges with that, and we'll only continue to have those challenges. But, you know, especially with just the state of the world right now, and with my wife, you know, just in the beginning portions of her law school experience, it's one of those things where having a job, you know, having that 9-to-5 job is really huge right now for us and for our finances. And so I want to continue that. Within that job, I'm trying to do everything I can to take the next step. You know, I would like to be moved into more of a leadership position within that agency. And I think, given my experience and my skill set, I think it's a good move, but it's just one of those things that's tough. Especially with you know, how things work at this agency. They have a lot of people that have been there for a long time, and it has one of those, it has a flat structure currently. You know, it's becoming more and more apparent that, you know, that type of thing leads to problems, especially as we're trying to grow, because it's tough. People, you know, there's no middle management there, and that just kind of, it leads to issues. And I want to take, my goal is, if I'm going to stay there, I'm trying to see if I can grab a marketing strategist position that they have open. You know, currently I work as a search marketing strategist there. It's my role, but, you know, I'm doing everything I can currently to try to showcase my skill set for making a step up to full marketing strategist. And I'm not going to go into all the details of what that entails versus what I'm currently at right now, but it's a step up. And it's another reason why I'm wanting to do more of these videos, is because it's become apparent in some of my conversations with other people at the company that one area where I'm lacking is essentially doing my own branding internally, you know, putting out there what I know, that I'm, you know, working hard to stay on top of what's coming through in terms of trends for, you know, for marketing campaigns, and just showcasing that more internally. Being honest here, it's a bit of a frustration for me, because, you know, at my core, I guess I still have that feeling of the work itself, the results should have that, you know, especially internally with me trying to put myself up for promotion, that should kind of be enough to really either say, hey, you know, if I'm ready for it or not. And in the feedback that I've gotten from people when I've talked to them about my desire there, especially with, you know, talking with the founder, actually there are two co-owners of the agency, and I've talked to both of them about my desire to take this next step. and I've gotten some interesting feedback, but a lot of it also basically comes down to me needing to allocate more time to putting out, how should I say this, to doing internal educational presentations and things, just showcasing that I'm, researching and looking into things on my own time, and that it's showing the leadership aspect of, hey, I want to teach people internally about this thing because I think it could help improve us all overall. And actually, as I say it out loud here, I can see why that's important, and I can see why I need to do more of that, because those are important traits to have as a leader in any company, and it's one of those things that I think I have struggled with to this point, because I put a lot into the work I do, and the quality of the work I produce, but I still have that tendency to get bogged down in that, and let myself get bogged down in it. And that's a big part of that challenge for me this year, is to step away from that more, and to really view these things as a leader should. What can I do to educate? What can I do to help others in the company? What can I do to delegate tasks off my plate to people that can handle that, so I can focus on bigger picture stuff for our clients and for the agency as a whole. Those are all important things, and those are things that I still, they don't come naturally to me yet, at this point in my career, even though I've listed on my LinkedIn that I've been a founder, and technically it's true. I started my own agency before the one that I'm currently working on with a business partner that I have going, and was responsible for executing my own projects, for being the point man with all my clients, for being the salesman and picking up clients, basically invoicing, doing everything. It was a one-man show, though. That's the thing. It was primarily always a one-man show, and so I have knowledge of how to execute these things, but that aspect of educating and delegating and just really being a leader to a team, I still have a ways to go, and I can acknowledge that. I say this often, but I'm not the most patient person, and especially the truth with my career. I still struggle with some feelings of honestly, some feelings of jealousy at where some friends and people in my life are with and where they're at with their careers, and it's never really a healthy thing to live by comparison, but it's tough, and it's definitely something that still affects me, and I'm trying to let go of that. I'm trying to embrace where I am currently, because I put a lot of good work in, and I've come a long way to get here, and I know this is just part of the journey, and it's been a good one. It's been a challenging one, but it's been a good one, and I'm looking to share more of that, like this. It's messy. It's raw, and I'm gonna keep these videos. Well, even saying this is, but if I'm gonna say I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna keep these videos unedited. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, so this is my first one, just talking the talk and putting it out there, and it's a start. So thank you.